Hi, friend. Question for you today. What's influencing you right now? What's influencing you right now? Today. What's influencing you? Okay. Most people, most people are influenced by their environment. Okay. They're influenced by their environment. What's happening around them? What's on the news? How folks are feeling? All kinds of things. That's natural. It's not good or bad. It's just what most people are influenced by, their environment. A lot of folks are influenced by how they feel, their physical body. Like maybe you have an ache or pain somewhere, and so you're influenced by that. So there's an energy, there's a sense of feeling off or feeling something in your body, and so if you're having a good day, it's because your body feels good, and you're having a bad day, it's because your body doesn't feel good. Most folks are just kind of wrapped up in that. Another thing that influences people is their thoughts. Okay, their thoughts, their repetitive thoughts, and that's a lot of that is rooted in our ego and our story that we're telling ourselves. A lot of folks feel like a victim; they feel powerless, and so their thoughts of not having enough, or how bad things are, the world, or all the problems and what they need they don't have, all these kinds of things. Okay, this is influencing is the thoughts, which is goes around, that's rooted in our ego construct of either probably being a victim. Most people feel like victims, and that's what influences most people. And if that's what's influencing you today, if that's all that's influencing you today, you're probably struggling today. Okay, but I have good news for you. You can be influenced by something other than your environment, your story that's been shaped by things you've experienced. Some of that could be positive or negative. I mean, there's something else that can influence you. Okay? And I would call that the field of infinite possibilities. That's what it's called in quantum science. The field where everything is possible, the unified field, as it's called in quantum science. In spiritual traditions, we would call that pure being, God, essence, source. It doesn't matter the terms and labels we put on that. Again, at the level of consciousness, there's no ego there. So the consciousness, God, is not driven by ego, so it does not really care what you call it. Okay, but at the level of being itself, consciousness, awareness, pure potentiality, whatever, it doesn't matter what label you put on it, there that realm can influence you, can inform you, can show you what's possible for not only your life but all of humanity, for the world we're living in. That can also be an influence. So the people who end up changing the world for the better are not influenced by their environment. They are not influenced by primarily their own thoughts, repetitive thoughts rooted in a story of limitation. The people who end up loving well and changing the world through love are folks who are influenced by universal consciousness, God, source, being, love awareness. Those are the folks that end up doing great things in the world and changing the world and affecting the world. Again, this is true. You can find it in every culture, every society. Doesn't matter what the terminology or belief systems are. The pattern is still there. So my question for you is, what is influencing you today? Do you know anybody who's ever invented anything? Anybody who creates something new or invents something new that betters the world has to break from conditioning to do it? And by conditioning, all I'm talking about is what you've always done in the past. People who talk about their past, and this is the way it's been, or this is the struggle I have, it's all rooted in what their past experience has. Well, you can't create anything new from your past. You can just repeat the past. You can't create anything new by being rooted in your past or being rooted in your own conditioning. The only way you can create something new is by being influenced by that realm of infinite possibility, which is source. Okay? So let me encourage you today and give you a new possibility for today. Today, you can create the day that's rooted in consciousness, not your environment, not your thoughts. You can actually be influenced by universal consciousness, God, spirit, source, love, possibility, whatever term you want to put on it, you can be influenced by that today. It's a choice, though, okay? We had a conversation, and I have a group on Facebook called Uprooting from the Poverty Mindset Facebook group, okay? And we talked about that today. We kind of unpacked that in a lot more detail. If you'd like to get in on those conversations, let me encourage you, go over to Facebook, look for Uprooting from the Poverty Mindset Facebook group, and then request to join. You'll have to answer a few questions, and then you can get in on those conversations. Or go to my website, JamalJavanji.com, scroll to the bottom, put your email address in there, click submit, and we'll go from there. Have a great day. And remember, it's your choice what influences you. Your environment, your body, your thoughts, or source consciousness where everything is possible. Your choice. All right, take care. Bye-bye.